welcome to Sacramento State Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Sacramento State Hornets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Inside, it's Perry. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to the ground with the running back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Here's a hit, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Coleman's got it on the right side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
The corner route will always be one of those staple routes versus zone. So if you see zone, it's a great job by the wide receiver pushing vertically. You see him threaten that safety, and then you break off to the sideline where it's really hard for that corner to get back in the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he's knocked down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
The offense goes as he goes. So really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Pulls it in. It's Grover. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to throw. It's French. Scrambling away. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Finds us back in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him in. It's Gibson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Perry. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Under fire. Still looking for a man. They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Jones to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him, so that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want.
There's some room. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snags it quickly on the left. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The run inside. It's Perry. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I like the... process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll line up for a second down play. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Bearcats are facing 3rd and inches. Could be an alley. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The handoff to Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Jones wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Williams. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Soft spot in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Break. Bingo, bingo. White 53. White 53.
Jones to throw. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. He's got it at the 15. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the UAB Blazers. And it's the Illini looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Burrell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half a football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Running inside, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bearcats! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to... Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Might have a chance. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
They go to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. Looking for a big gain. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's a big stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Wide, 53. Motion.
They want to throw it. Got his man on the end. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And you run a play that's conservative and you're going to hand the football over and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play. Or some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Jones wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Grover. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run play action. Complete on the left to Smith. Still running at the 40. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Jones wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. The sure hands, it's Grover. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, give me some positive yards.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Fires downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Curtis. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. Moses. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him and just right.
Touchdown, Sacramento State. Put 6 on the board.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action.
Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
In the red area, it's Johnson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's raining. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run inside. It's Curtis. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Options galore here. Second and just a few inches. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.